Jacobs. Another double tough individual. Another product of the Monster Factory. 6'3", 265 pounds. And an impressive individual. As you see him walk the ringside, Trevin, dissing our fans here at Sun on the Beach in Kissimmee, Florida.
And you brought up the Monster Factory. This man holds the longest reign as a tag team champion and the longest reign as a heavyweight champion at the Monster Factory. 6 years in the sport, not just Danny, but you had Damian Priest, Cortez Castro. You've had some of the best in the sport help make Travis Jacobs what he is, but of course he's made it his own over these last 6 years.
Yeah, he's incredibly impressive, Trevin. I've seen him in action many times.
Calls himself the inevitable icon because he's going to be an icon at the end of his career, and that's exactly what every day he's working towards.
Well, I have no doubt about that. But I'll tell you what, he's going to be standing across the ring tonight from another very impressive individual in Sean Maluta. And talk about lineage.
Oh, 100% part of the Samoan dynasty. Is this man world traveled? Not only has this man been on national television, not only has this man held championships, but he almost held our championship here in his debut a few months back, conquer Kissimmee, facing Ariel Levy and pushing the champion to the limit. And I got news for you. I talked to Maluta earlier, and his point was in his first match, if he almost became the CCW heavyweight champion, he feels confident. If he can do that on his first night, wait till you see what he can do in CCW, and wait till you see how he's going to climb to the top as he gets his feet under him in Coastal Championship Wrestling.
Well, I have no doubt that he is a future champion here in CCW, be it the Southeastern title or be it the heavyweight title. This is an accomplished individual, but he's giving away some size to Travis Jacobs. This should be an interesting matchup, Trevor.
Yeah, definitely the size versus the experience.
My referee calls for the bell. This one is officially underway.
And I'm excited because I'm really curious to see Jacobs clearly hungry in the sport. Is that hunger going to be what drives him to victory here tonight?
That could very well be, and there you see the size advantage. Maluta giving away about 40 pounds, maybe 50 pounds to Travis Jacobs. He had the momentum coming off the rope, but he went flat on his back. Travis Jacobs barely budged. What do you think is going through the mind of Sean Maluta now after running into that brick wall, Trevor?
I think Maluta, and you're seeing right now, is happy to go step right back in and say, hey, I'm going to come at this a little different. I'm going to show some finesse here, not make the same mistake twice.
Well, he goes back to that side headlock. Jacobs again trying to escape. Sent him for the ride that time. At least Maluta stood his ground. A knife-edge chop with a boot by Jacobs. And Maluta is on defense right now. Jacobs, that size differential is really coming into play in the early portion of this match. Not much behind that knife-edge chop. That one a little bit more.
Yeah, Travis knew the first one didn't connect the way he wanted, but that woke Maluta up.
Well, looking to fire it back there with a kick to the leg and some right hands. Maluta now driving a knee into the midsection. And Maluta all over Travis Jacobs now.
You definitely got to watch those kicks, the strikes of Maluta. If you're Jacobs, you don't want to leave yourself open at all.
Beautiful drop kick, connects, puts Jacobs on his back. Referee way out of position. Gets a 2 count nonetheless. Jacobs checking to make sure he has all his teeth.
I'm going to defend the referee mildly there. He wanted to make sure he was at the shoulders to make sure he knew exactly when the kick out might happen.
Oh no, he got into position. It was a little bit of time to get there. That's it.
No, I get your point, absolutely.
Jacobs now on Maluta. Maluta hanging onto those ropes. Sidestepping and charging Travis Jacobs. Jacobs, though, landing on his feet on the outside. Here comes Maluta. Oh, Manischewitz. He caught him with that forearm to the side of the head. Looked like he was going for a Tokyo Suicida. But again, Maluta, so resilient.
Still signs of life. I was about to make the point, we were seeing the agility on display, and I honestly thought it was all stopped, all the momentum of Maluta. But instead, what's he asking for?
Wait a minute. What? Wait a minute. This is not a no disqualification match. Referee, get out there.
I think Maluta's got something in mind. But he's going to have to put some work to get Travis in the chair, and he does.
Right hand to the top of the head. Travis seated in that chair. Referee up to a 4 count now. I'm not sure what Maluta has in mind.
Now Travis just found out, big boot to the face. It's a lot easier to kick a man when he's prone.
I think Travis was enjoying that little bit of a break as he had a seat.
Did you notice Maluta broke the count, by the way?
I did.
You got to give the credit to Maluta. He could have won this by count out.
Well, he's a veteran for sure. He also didn't want to get both of them counted out. He's well aware of the surroundings. Nice form of the jaw.
Yeah, I want to note it.
Sorry. Had a steam, but he ran right to an elbow. Jacobs rolls him up. Look at the strength of Travis Jacobs.
Yeah, definitely impressive. It's one of those things I've heard people question, why would you pick the man up in the middle of the pin? Because you feel him kicking out. And Travis has the power with one arm to pick a man up. And I was about to conjecture, Dan, hey, did Travis get knocked loopy when he got kicked into the rail? Clearly not.
Well, showing his resilience. Excellent call, Travis. I actually had that same question. I was about to ask why pick him up when he's got a pin. And you gave the answer. Well done. Jacobs again with that forearm, now a clothesline this time, and a spinning back elbow. Catches Maluta in the side of the head. Maluta in trouble now. Jacobs has him up on his shoulders. Oh, drives him down onto that knee.
That beautiful knee buster.
1, 2. And again, Maluta showing the toughness. Able to kick out at 2. And now it's Maluta checking to see if he's got all his teeth.
You know Travis Jacobs knew that Maluta in his showing at Conquer Kissimmee 9 had put on such a showing against the champion. So think about it, if I'm Travis Jacobs and I want to make an impression in Kissimmee, you beat a guy who did.
Absolutely. We win over Maluta here. It would certainly do wonders for Travis Jacobs to see that knife edge chop once again. Hard into the walk goes Maluta, but he's out of the way of a charging Travis Jacobs. Maluta now trying to capitalize, but Jacobs sends him over the top rope. Jacobs still landing on his feet on the apron, dropping the neck of Travis Jacobs. Across that top rope, Maluta now. Back in the ring and up to the second rope. After that crossbody, Jacobs out of the way. Ooh! Man, he caught him there. 1, 2. Some way, somehow, Maluta able to power out.
I mean, I was looking in the first row to see if Maluta's head got kicked out. Man, somebody got a souvenir. Very impressive from the big man. Impressive as well that Maluta's still in this thing, and you hear the CCW faithful trying to will him on.
They're trying to will him back to his feet. Jacobs got a rear chin lock, and that's a lot of weight. Driving down to the back, neck, and shoulder. Maluta, though, now back up to a vertical base. Driving an elbow into the midsection. And Jacobs releases, and a clubbing forearm blow. Now a pump handle.
And he calls that the travesty.
Maluta had it well scouted, able to slip over the back, and a pair of knife edge chops. A straight punch from Maluta, ducked out of the way. Samoan drop.
An authentic Samoan drop.
Indeed. Maluta now needs to capitalize, Trevor. There he is on the attack and a running kick right to the face. Jacobs could possibly be out on his feet. Going for that vertical suplex, but Jacobs putting on the brakes. Now he's got him.
Wow.
Great show of strength by Sean Maluta. Goes for the cover. 1, 2. Jacobs able to get that shoulder up.
And this is the moment now where in Maluta's head, you got to be saying to yourself, what am I going to have to do to take this big man down?
You are correct. He's thrown everything he's got at him. What does he have left in the bag to put away the larger opponent? Going to that suplex again. Jacobs, though, blocking. Oh, man!
Now that is the knee buster. My mistake earlier.
1, 2, and oh, I thought he had it for sure, but somehow Maluta able to roll a shoulder. What intestinal fortitude by this young man.
And Travis Jacobs beat many a competitor with that knee buster. And I'm impressed to hear Son of the Beach, CCW faithful, they're cheering on Maluta. They're behind him.
They are indeed. Maluta has the crowd on his side, but will it be enough to defeat Jacobs? Jacobs right now seems to have him right where he wants him. Oh, I spoke too soon, Trevin, as he gets that boot up. And again, Jacobs, oh, good night.
Yeah, that's a bot kick.
Super kick.
It's a bot kick, sir.
Savate kick, my mistake, pardon me. Oh, and a double stop right to the midsection. That's going to do it. 1, 2, 3. Big win by Sean Maluta.
Any other competitor, I wouldn't argue with you, but he's Samoan, man. That's a Savate kick, baby.
You are correct. I stand corrected.
Great showing. I gotta tell you right now, Dan, Travis Jacobs lived up to the hype. I've seen him all over the Northeast. I've seen him, we already talked about the championships, seen him beat many an opponent, but tonight was Sean Maluta's night.
It was indeed. It could have gone either way. But that win for Sean Maluta certainly puts him in line for a future title shot. Possibly against Meadow for the Southeastern title or Ariel Levy for the heavyweight title, who he already had the chance at and came so close. All right, wrestling fans, we'll be right back with mixed tag action. JC Love and Dirty Devin Diaz with Lou Spector taking on Cha-Cha Charlie and the very popular Amber Nova right after this.